Ah, New York City, a tourist's dream getaway. The shopping, the tall buildings stretching into the sky, a horse-drawn Hummer ride through Central Park. Wait a minute! Horse-drawn Hummer? What the? How in the? Who would take a perfectly good icon of American ingenuity and craftsmanship worth thousands of dollars and transform it into a mock turn-of-the-century relic? Well, meet the man with all the answers, New York artist Jeremy Dean, and the work he has named Back to the Futurama.
As an artist, symbols are really easy targets. So for me, it's not necessarily Hummer or the car culture in general, but it's what the Hummer symbolizes about society at large. This whole idea, I think that bigger is better. I think that we've gotten derailed along the way. I think that logic has really brought us to a point where it's completely unsustainable. So a Hummer to me symbolizes a much bigger problem of sustainability and sort of where we're headed with this whole idea of more and bigger in consumption.
In reality, Jeremy's creation is nothing new at all. In fact, back in the 1920s, as the Great Depression set in, proud owners of automobiles suddenly became unable to afford gasoline, forcing many to go back to the original form of horsepower. Yep, actual horses pulling their cars.
The byproduct was people had cars sitting around, but they couldn't afford gas, fuel, tires. So the solution became in the rural communities to cut the car in half, hitch them up to a horse, and they call them Hoover carts after President Hoover, who was blamed for the Depression.
Jeremy really wanted to make a statement, and as you can see, he did. He and his wife pretty much put their life savings on the line, and with the help of the crew from Slick's Garage in Palmetto, Florida, took the valuable gas-guzzling symbol of excess and went to work. Now you're stripping the thing down pretty much, right? So like if I take this part off here, we don't need that, right?
well, for aesthetics we do, but basically we completely reinvented the whole car. So almost every single part of the existing car was used in some shape or fashion.
What was this?
That was the gear shifter.
That was the gear shifter.
Which obviously we don't need anymore.
So you're not going to need, because you're going to have. So we're going from how many horsepower to 2 horsepower?
326 to 2.
Well, that ought to save a gallon or two of gas. You have to hand it to Dean. He really has built quite a masterpiece. The engine is gone, and he reinstalled the hood and grille upside down to make the coachman's seat, all while keeping the electronics and luxurious interior intact. All right, wow, wait, hey, maybe drawn by horses, but you're still talking a first-class ride here. You got DVD screens and the whole bit.
Oh yeah, recessed headliner with ambient lighting in there. I think every horse car of the future is going to have at least 5 televisions.
Unbelievable. And I did actually get to participate. I made a cut for a special piece that would be a part of the towing rig. Now that's power.
I'd say that your man factor just went up about 10 times.
That's funny, I can actually feel the man factor. Jeremy describes his creation as his own personal satirical prediction of the future.
To a certain degree, we're all going to be hypocritical about it. Whether you take a car or a flight or something like that, we still are in this matrix. But within that, there are choices, and we need to sort of vote with our dollars, and also at the elections, when the time comes to put people in that are going to not protect their own interests, but do something that's good for long-term benefits for the country.